Heyo, OmniBros live on a Friday. Friday, Lou. How do you do?
We have made it. Happy Friday, everybody. Pour one out if you do that. If you don't, drink some Coca-Cola, maybe have some ice cream, maybe an
Yeah,
extra cheeseburger.
look at that
Enjoy your
background
weekend.
that Gio left us. Wow.
Enjoy your weekend, man. You have made it through the week.
I had the hardest thing I've ever had to do. I went to get a prescription at Safeway,
Uh-huh.
and I said I'm not going to walk down the ice cream aisle. And of course, I walked down the ice cream aisle, and they never have Ben and Jerry's vanilla caramel fudge. Yesterday, they had
Oh.
like 12 of them. I stood there for a minute and a
Mm-hmm.
half just
Mm-hmm.
saying, "Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I found the treasure and now I can't afford to take it home with me. It's bad for my diet and it's all right there.
Mm.
It's out of my reach."
Oh
Okay,
man.
that's my life. I don't know.
Is that the equivalent of finding eggs right now? That
Are,
was your equivalent. That was your equivalent of finding a nice
well,
box
no,
of eggs right now?
eggs are out there, but they're expensive. It's like vanilla caramel fudge is just never there. So it was like magic that they all of a sudden were there, because that, I have to say, it must be the most popular flavor, um, because it's never there. God darn it, I should have just cleaned it out. I
Can
should have taken all 12 to the checkout station.
can somebody explain to me the egg situation in terms of you're going to Costco, you're buying pallets of eggs. You see these videos of these morons online.
Oh,
They're
they're
buying pallets.
stocking up.
Yeah, well, they want to flip them apparently. Some of them want to flip eggs. Look,
Flipping eggs. What?
yeah, apparently some people want to flip eggs. Look, I would never buy eggs from the back of somebody's house, the garage, or anything. It's stupid. Honestly, resale culture has just gotten to the point where it's just obscene and stupid, I think, for a lot of stuff.
Oh my gosh. Wha- that's crazy.
It's dumb. It's honestly dumb. And the
I
shortage, I know the shortage isn't helping.
Yeah.
Um, and Lord knows the price of eggs is stupid high at this point. But still, like you going to Costco and buying a pallet of eggs because I'm assuming you want to flip them because that's the only reason I would imagine you would buy a pallet of eggs other than you own a restaurant. It's
Look at
just
this, Javi. I went to Costco today and a guy had a full cart of eggs. Egg flippers. They are amongst us.
it's dumb.
I hate this.
Yeah, this reminds me back of the height of the pandemic with the toilet paper,
Yeah.
with the idiots that were hoarding toilet paper.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh it I I think I can't say for sure because I've consumed so much information this week that was non-comic related. It was all like real life, which was a
Mm-hmm.
mistake. Um
Yeah.
but I think I read something that we get a lot of eggs from Canada, the, from Canada. And I don't know where the tariffs stand now. I feel like maybe they got pulled back. It's like a 30-day hold on all of them. Colombia,
Mhm,
China is
mhm.
for sure. Okay, F China, fine. Canada, Mexico, and Colombia. Um, I feel like he's given it a 30-day reprieve.
Yes, but there's stuff about this that I don't wanna talk I don't
Okay.
wanna talk live because
Yeah.
I have my opinions on Mango Mussolini. Most of them not good,
Yeah.
and I just know it'll rile up a hornet's nest that we don't wanna
Yeah.
rile up.
Yeah. I
So
don't want it to get political either. Everything's up in the air.
right, the long and the short of it is that there is a 30-day hold on both Mexico and Canada right now on
Okay.
tariffs.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I'll talk to you more about it after.
Okay. Um, so there's no eggs available at Costco because people are selling them out of some refrigerated truck. You hope it's refrigerated. Smother Lion lucked out last week and got a coupon for a dozen for free. You can flip
Ooh.
$50 apparently.
I just struggle to think of the person that is like, oh damn, I really wanted an omelet this morning, but Greg, he went down to Costco last week. He's selling a dozen eggs for $20 out of his backyard tonight. Yeah, I'm gonna pay the $20 to get those eggs out of his backyard. It's just, are we
This sounds
there?
like smuggling cigarettes from states that don't have a high tobacco tax, which is actually a big deal. People from New York come to Virginia because this is the home of Philip Morris down in
Yeah.
Richmond, and there's a smaller tax on cigarettes. I mean, a pack of cigarettes in New York is crazy expensive.
Hmm.
So they come here, pack up a truck full of cigs, and then take them up to New York and sell. I don't see doing that with eggs, but okay.
I don't get it. I
Um,
don't get it, man. I don't get a lot of things that are going on in the world these days. But hey, that's just me.
no, it's not just you.
It's like I wake up in the morning and I'm like, what fresh, new, random, stupid thing has happened in the last 24? Oh, okay, yeah, that. Okay, Muskrat is doing that. Okay, cool.
That's my wife's favorite nickname, by the way, for
Like
him.
he's
Jess, you left the house again. Wow. Head blown. Did you stop by your LCS? James, I'm so sorry. I need to get Bars comics to you. I didn't. It's supposed to be bad weather on Tuesday. Supposed to be getting like 3 to 5 inches of snow, but you never know. We're still kind of far away from that. Upper management's going to be out of town for the whole week, so that would be a good week. My LCS is an hour away, and I know I have a ton of comics that I got for Bar that I'm sending to you, James, but
Mm.
it's an hour away, so I did not. I did not get the comics, but I will. I'm going to try and put it. I definitely have to.
Oh, okay. Speaking of where you can get your comics from,
Oh, whoa! Nicely done.
thank you, sir.
If you want to get your comics at 30% up to 30% up to 80%, 70 to 80% in some cases. It's in stocktrades.com, the place you want to go to get your collector's editions at a deep discount. Don't forget your 2% loyalty discount tacked onto that. Every month we give away a free $50 gift card to InStockTrades.com worth $50 worth of credit at InStockTrades.com. $50 or more in an order gets you free shipping, fabulous customer service, fabulous packaging. That's InStockTrades.com. Yeah. Our sponsor. Real life is weirder than fiction. You're not wrong,
Mm.
Lance. I have thousands of eggs and toilet paper. Hey, you better refrigerate those eggs. Toilet paper in your shed is fine, but if you're looking at some spoiled eggs, let's see. Oh, AC Luda. Boom shakalaka. Matt
Hey,
Hauk is here. Good to see you. Moonion's here. And Kenny Crayley, Supergirl expert, is here.
hey, that's
And
awesome.
Jesse Say what up, buddy?
That is the artist formerly known as
Sorry,
Jesse Staywood.
the artist formerly known as Jesse Say What.
Thank
That
you.
is correct.
Yeah, thank you.
And hey, here's Jewish Dragons. I am putting up these prints soon that I got from Jewish Dragons.
Nice.
I already got upper management's buy-in. These are gonna look good. I have room for these. If I don't get them framed, I can just put them up on some doors. Doors need decorating, so yeah, I'm doing that. Jewish Dragons, you're a generous guy, very generous guy. I'm not using frames for these. I'm just gonna put them up.
Mm. Venom Spawn.
Yeah, I
That's
value
a
your guys'
you.
opinions and was wondering, is Forever Evil a worthwhile read?
That's a you question. I've never read it.
That Venom Spawn, that is taken from the pretty much the middle part of the Justice League by Jeff Johns New 52 run. Now, Forever Evil itself, the omnibus, does have all the Forever Evil tie-ins. I personally think you're better off getting the 2 Justice League books that have the main event in there, New 52, and reading both of those, because it flows it has the main event, it flows completely well with it. It's really well done. I never read the tie-ins, which is what's going to be in this omnibus, and I was fine without them. I love Jeff Johns' Justice League New 52. So, I mean, if all you want to do is experience the Forever Evil event, then yeah, sure, go ahead and get that because it's got the tie-ins. But I think your better bet is to get the Justice League New 52. What did I talk you into anything or out of anything? Did I help you at all, Venom Spawn? Oh, here's a good question. You saw this, right?
Yes, I did. Yeah. Lance asks, what did you guys think of the Fantastic Four teaser? It didn't impress me as much as Superman's, but it still looks good, and I'm hoping it turns out great. Did you see it? Did you watch it? Okay, cool. I really, 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 really like the tone of this. I like where they're going with it. I like the kind of pseudo retro futuristic vibe that they have going on with a lot of it and how it looks. I think the costuming and the set design looks fantastic. I can't wait to see how this all turns out. I did notice that the only person's powers that they didn't show was the weirdest one. Because we got to look at Sue's. We saw Ben, obviously, being the thing, the stone and everything.
Oh,
we saw Johnny light up. We didn't see Reed's. And I'm kind of wondering if maybe that was a little bit deliberate. Maybe they're still polishing that up, because you can make an argument that Reed's is probably going to be the one that looks the weirdest on screen.
Yeah.
The whole stretchy thing. So I'm really curious how that looks. And it's probably the biggest pain in the ass for them to do that special effects wise and make it look good.
Can I just say how happy I am that we're on YouTube talking about stretchy Reed Richards as a topic? My life really is pretty good. I mean, I'm on talking with you, people are watching, and we're talking about stretchy Reed Richards and everything. It's so nerdy. It's so great. And you love the soundtrack to it too, right? I think you mentioned that.
Yeah, I really did the soundtrack to it. I think Ben looks great. I think he looks really, really good.
I just saw it once when I think you guys posted it in the chat. Because I watched the Superman one 72 times just for the crypto moment, but and I think people were confused. It's set in the future, but with a 60s aesthetic. They thought it was going to be set back in the 60s.
Right. And it's not the main Marvel universe. It's apparently an alternate universe.
Oh, okay. How did you find that out?
I think that's been confirmed for a while, I want to say. Yeah, I think that's been confirmed that it's not the mainline Marvel universe. This is something else.
What the hell does that mean? Everything's imaginary. What? This is not Fantastic Four 616 or
that's what? Yeah, that's what that means. Is that it's not Fantastic Four 616, which I would assume, considering how big of a role they're going to have in the future, that at the end of this movie they're going to go whoop right into the main 616
okay.
MCU
I see
universe.
What you're saying now. Okay.
Right. But I will say, we got our first glimpse at Red Ghost, Jess.
Yeah, I didn't see that. I didn't catch it.
It's a blink and you miss it cameo. Now, I don't know if it's been 100% confirmed, but if it's Red Ghost, Jess.
Are you going to be okay if there's no cosmic monkeys?
No. No, I will walk out of the movie theater. I don't care how good the movie is.
I thought
You
so.
don't half-ass me, okay? Like you, you gave me Red Ghost. God damn it. Give me the monkeys as well. Like go all the way. Give me the super chimps.
Oh wait. I- Matt said that Dupe looks like he wants some attention, so I'm trying to get them both to get along. Jeff's a little bit of a land shark, and Duke
Aw,
tries to stay on the other side of his mouth. So,
Jeff is adorable though.
oh, I talked Venom Spawn into the 2 books. Thanks
Nice.
again for the recommendations. I will catch you guys in the rewind. My son has a school dance. Peace and love, Venom Spawn. I'm glad we
Awesome.
could help you.
That's awesome, man. Glad we could help.
Yep, I also love the retrofuturistic Jetsons vibe from the F4. I also really like the Thing gets a full suit.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that too. Like I said, I think it looks good. Nitpicky, just a little nitpicky. Um, I do wish Ben's voice was modulated
Oh,
just a little bit to give him a little bit of that gravel. But
yeah,
that's a minor thing for everything else. I look, again, this is only a teaser. I still think that Superman teaser blows this one out of the water. That Superman teaser was amazingly great. Um, but this looks really good. It looks very, very good. I love that we got a glimpse of Galactus at the end.
yeah, that was with his shadow, like, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I love that we got a glimpse of Galactus. I like that they're already hinting at the family dynamic with Sue and how she's saying like Ben has always been a rock, Johnny has always
that
been
was
Johnny.
funny. Ben has
Yeah,
always been a rock.
yeah. So I'm like, man, you guys, if you nail this, whoo, this could be really big.
is
This could
is
be
the
good.
director somebody I would know?
I don't know. I don't even know who's directing this, to be honest with you.
Okay, because
Um,
like everybody knows that James Gunn is the director of everything in the DC universe, but I one it'll show up in the chat.
yeah, we're getting we do know Silver Surfer is in this, but it's a female Silver Surfer, and I forgot what her name is.
Oh,
It's
yeah. I
it's
hope everybody online flips out about that.
oh man, you're a month late. You're like 2 months late for that. Yeah.
Good.
The grifters have already grifted. They've already started bitching and moaning for that stuff. So
I
it's
love that it's a female Silver Surfer. So what? It's
yeah.
interesting.
I don't care. Give me a
Aunt
good movie. Give me a
Aunt
good
May has
Fantastic Four movie. That's all I want.
yeah, Aunt May has been a herald. Okay, so if we have a silver female surfer, good. That's more
I,
interesting.
Squirrel Girl could be the Silver Surfer in this movie, and I wouldn't give a shit. Just give me a good Fantastic Four movie for once.
I okay. I am going to tie in when we get to it. Fantastic Four to Squirrel Girl, but we're not there yet.
We're not there yet. Okay.
Chalkboard Reed was writing on showed a bridge connecting parallel universes. Okay, interesting. Good pickup.
Mm.
I think when they said it was a female surfer, where it was confirmed it was another universe. Okay. Interesting that they didn't reveal Silver Surfer yet. The WandaVision director. Oh, he is. Okay. WandaVision, the TV show. Okay.
He's one of the directors for that show. Okay, cool.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Here's a question for us in the chat. Um, will it break $1 billion at the box office? I'm gonna say no.
I'm going to say no, but
It
I'm going to
gets too
say
close.
100% yes on Superman.
Oh, you're saying Superman breaks $1 billion?
Let's I played this game before and I did well, but I
You
can't
did.
remember what it was. Some crappy movie that just released or
Craven. Craven. Son
right.
of a bitch, you beat me at Craven.
I okay, my overall projection is Superman makes $1 billion. Fantastic Four, I think it's going to do well,
I do too.
but I don't think it's going to do $1 billion. I will say 600 million.
James,
I feel
mark
this
this
is a
down.
burger. Jewish Dragons is all over this. I feel
Mark
this is
this
a burger
down.
moment.
I lost last time. Let's run it back, Jess. I don't know when to quit.
Matt's agreeing. So I'll say 600 million for Fantastic Four, a billion for Superman, but I think the real interesting bet is what opening weekend is going to be for both of them.
That's and July is super packed. James posted it in the chat. July 2025 is packed. Jurassic World Rebirth, The Smurfs, Fantastic Four, Superman, and I Know What You Did Last Summer. 3 of them are going to eat each other alive at the box office. That Jurassic World, Fantastic Four, and Superman are going to destroy the box office. That's really close, and I wouldn't be surprised if they push one of those back.
Can I just say the odd one out in there is the Smurfs? Is that really a packed July with the Smurfs in there?
No, it's
Is it
not.
live action Smurfs or what?
It's animated / live. It looks horrible. It is one of the worst freaking. To quote John Campea, it is one of the worst fucking trailers I've ever seen,
Oh my
and I
God.
actually feel the same as he does. It looks terrible.
Yeah, apparently they do. Lance is saying, "Oh, you don't think it's going to break 1 billion, huh, Lance? Interesting. And you think it's going to be pretty close to Fantastic Four? I politely disagree because my bet's not going to be with Lance. It's going to be with Lou. Oh, and Joey's here from Down Under. Welcome.
All right, let's get this down on paper, James. What are we? Okay, are we doing? What kind of? Let's start here. What kind of burger are we going high end, or are we going Checkers, McDonald's, or what are we doing?
I don't have a Checkers around me. Plenty of McDonald's, and I don't want to hook you for Five Guys because I don't want this to be a $50 bet. What did you send last time?
It was Five Guys.
Oh, you sent Five Guys?
I think I sent you 5. Was it Five Guys last time? I think it was.
Okay, I guess it could be. What in your area? What would it be?
There's a Five Guys near me.
Okay.
Yeah, Five Guys works.
No,
I'm going to lose another bet in a few months. I'm pretty sure.
Not necessarily. I don't. You know what you're doing more than I do. Marvel Bab, who's never missed a show in 7 years. Thank you, Marvel Bab. Wagyu Burger. I don't think I have access to DoorDash Wagyu burgers. Although I could check.
No, it was Shake Shack. I think I sent you Shake Shack.
Oh, I think you did too.
Yeah. I think it was Shake Shack.
Yeah, it was Shake Shack. Yeah, 2 men, 1 bet, 5 guys. I'm with you, Phenomenal. I hope FF and Superman both have huge box office numbers. Not sure either hits 1 billion though. If Aquaman can hit 1 billion, Superman can hit 1 billion.
Are we doing Price is Right rules?
You mean closest without going over?
Mm-hmm.
There are 2. Are we going to do just 1 category or 2 categories, like overall and opening weekend? Because I think that's what we did with Craven.
Let's do overall. So it is gonna take a while to get the end result, and I'm trusting James will keep us on track with that.
And we can do opening weekend for fun.
We do opening week. Yeah, we'll do opening weekend for fun, but we'll do overall. So when the run is over and when the theatrical run is over in the United States, no,
I think it's international too.
International. Let's just we'll make
that'll
it
be like by the end of the year.
That's too much.
No, it's all right. What are we gonna do? We're just gonna watch the movie, have fun, and then just wait for the results.
Okay, let's do that. Yeah, once the run is over, James, we'll declare a winner. All right,
right.
I'm gonna say. Okay. We're just doing Fantastic Four. Or are we doing Fantastic Four and Superman?
Both.
We're doing both. Okay.
Yeah, overall.
I'm gonna say Superman. 800 million.
800. Okay. You know what? I better write this down this time too. Although, James, have you got this covered? Yeah, James has this covered.
I think Superman has a lot of potential to do 800 million. I don't think it's going to hit the billion mark because the name's a little bit soured after the whole Snyderverse thing. And I think if he nails this, it's going to be really good. And people are looking for something for hope, man. People are looking for some fucking positivity in these days.
And people are hyped up about that trailer. It's
Yeah.
all positive.
I'm going to say 800 for Superman.
Okay, and I'll say $1 billion. Oh, James, hot take. I don't think so. I'm gonna say I'm
I
with
don't think
Lance.
so.
I'll say 750 for Fantastic Four, which is
Okay.
still a healthy number.
Very good number.
Yeah.
Fantastic Four is such a wild card, man, because
Yeah,
I
it
don't
kind of is.
know. Because we haven't gotten a good Fantastic Four movie. The last ones were not good at all.
So do you feel that might detract that people may be sort of skeptical?
Yeah, and Marvel's stock is down.
Yeah. And they won't have Rob Liefeld to worry about to come in and save them, apparently.
Um, what did you say? What was the number you said? 700?
I said 750, but I think I'll drop it down to 700.
You're dropping down to
James,
700.
that's my final offer. 700 for Fantastic
No.
Four.
699,000 for me.
1,000? You mean
Six
million?
million. 699 million for me.
I
Just to
should have
undercut you.
corrected that. I should have left it there.
That's the easiest bet you've ever had.
$72.
Shit. I think you're not. Here's the thing. I don't think you're far off with that, with Fantastic Four. I'm going to say 620 million, just to throw a weird number in there. 620.
620. Okay. This is a good question. Are you guys going to reevaluate after the actual first trailer? I don't think either. Speaking for myself, I don't watch the trailer. I will watch the teaser, but not the trailer because too much. I feel too much of Superman was revealed in just the teaser, so I'm not going to watch the first trailer.
I'm in the same boat as you. I'm good with what I've seen. I don't need to see anything else. I'm there opening night for both of them.
Yeah. Now, let's see. Superman is capable of hitting $1 billion as a character. I'm just scared this movie won't with the bad DC movies we've gotten recently. I feel like James Gunn has done a good job of promoting the fact that he loves and reads comics and the characters. He understands the characters. So I feel like the publicity has been really good pre-release.
The thing that's holding me back from going higher with Fantastic Four is the movies were bad before, and like I said, Marvel's stock is down, and I don't think we get Falcon and the Winter Soldier next week, and I see almost nobody excited for that thing. There is almost no buzz for that movie, and it's kind of a shame because I think it could be fun. We're getting Red Hulk, we're getting Anthony Mackie as Captain America, we're getting the Leader, my favorite Hulk villain, and crickets.
I know. I have a bad feeling about it.
Me too.
And here's one that I kind of have a bad feeling about too. Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
I love the cast. I don't know that any of those characters are actual Thunderbolts from Marvel Comics. I will definitely see it. I love the cast. But I just don't have a good feeling about Thunderbolts or Captain America, which is too bad. I'm with you. I think Captain America and the Red Hulk or whatever it's called is going to be really good and criminally underwatched.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got a good feeling about it. I think it's going to be a solid superhero movie. It's everything I've heard is that it's going back to more basic stuff. It's not as big and bombastic, and I'm like, great, because Winter Soldier is my favorite Marvel film, and that was a very politically rooted, grounded film for the most part. I don't think it's going to do well at the box office. Honestly, I think it's going to be a bomb. I don't think it's going to. I don't think it's gonna light anything up. I think honestly, what do we've got? This when is Thunderbolts? Thunderbolts
I
is
don't know. That was NFL dudes. Somebody asked early when Thunderbolts was going to come out. Oh, Matt asked when is Thunderbolts. I don't know.
because I keep forgetting that's a thing.
Yeah.
May 2nd of this year.
Oh, I hope both movies are really good. I agree. The multiverse angle worries me a little. Superman feels like a new, hopefully better start for DC going forward. I think what's going to help that movie is the extra heroes involved in it.
Yeah.
Plus crypto.
Yep.
It's a wider scale,
It's a
and
big movie.
yeah,
James Gunn is swinging very big with this, with a
yeah,
lot of characters in it, and I trust him because he's done ensemble movies multiple times. He did it with Suicide Squad, Guardians of the Galaxy, so I trust him with it. But he is swinging very big with this, and I'm wondering if it's going to be a little too much. Well, that trailer to me, like I said, I don't need to see anything else. I saw that trailer about 4 or 5 times, and I almost got misty-eyed every single time I saw it. It's that good.
yeah.
I'm so hopeful for this. I really am.
Same.
I really am. Thunderbolts, I think the thing against Thunderbolts is everybody's probably going to go, well, yeah, but we've seen James Gunn do it with Suicide Squad already, and Suicide Squad's rated R, so Thunderbolt's going to be PG-13.
Oh, it is.
We'll see. We'll see. I think Fantastic Four is their biggest one this year. They're going to be hedging a lot of bets on Fantastic Four because it's going to be the thing that leads into the Avengers film next year. And I guarantee you, I could set my money on it. At some point in the marketing of this Fantastic Four movie, they are going to tease Robert Downey Jr. as Doom, and even if it is just a post-credit.
Oh, he's a future. The next movie will be him.
Yeah,
You're thinking, okay.
I guarantee you they're going to tease him in this one.
Okay, next Imagine has thoughts. Honey Alex Walt, hi. 1 out of 2. Even if it's great, Superman's unlikely to hit $1 billion because of extant DC audience demoralization, and F4 almost certainly won't, if only Cap 4 supposedly being mediocre and tracking to underperform the wow. To underperform. The poverty of F4's past iteration and the seething try hard, play it safeness of this Shackman version. Those are very well thought out. Obviously, I have bet differently, but those are valid points. Creative poverty. Okay, now it makes sense.
All right, so we are doing a burger bet.
Okay.
We have our numbers locked in. James tracking it.
And
I'm
Jewish
assuming.
Dragons is too.
Yes, so we're locked in. Are we throwing in a shake into this burger bet as well?
Oh, I think so. You know what? If we're go shake and fries.
Shake and fries. Jesus, that's $100 bet for 5 Guys.
Do you want to just do shake? I actually can't eat a burger, shake, and fries from 5 Guys. They send you a bucket of fries.
Yes,
So
they do.
And they'll be cold by the time they get here. So you're right. Let's just do burger and shake.
Burger and shake. Sounds good. Okay.
Yeah. Now, do you want to take a crack at opening weekend for both of these? It was easier with Craven.
It was, because Craven we knew was going to be terrible.
Yeah.
Even then, I missed it.
I still haven't seen Morbius.
I'm going to say for Fantastic Four, 180 million.
Wow. That's a pretty strong opening weekend.
180, 160 million for Fantastic Four. 160 million Fantastic Four opening weekend.
Okay. I'm going to say 90 million.
Superman. Hold on, let me think. Hold on. No, hold on. Let me backpedal. I'm going to scale back. Fantastic Four, 130 million.
Okay. I'm going to scale back to 70 million.
For Fantastic Four. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say 130 million for Fantastic Four. 175 for Superman. I don't know why I want to say 200, but I don't want to overshoot. But I'm saying 175 for
Opening
Superman.
weekend, 200 million? What's the
170
record holder? That
I don't
sounds
know.
like crazy numbers to me.
175 for Superman. I'm telling you, I think Superman is going to be big.
I do too, but 200 million big?
No, not 200 million. I'm going to go 175.
What I'd like to know if there's a way we can figure it out, and this is my way of asking James, what's the biggest opening weekend since COVID?
Okay, so
Because the
for reference,
equation has changed. What? Okay.
Avengers Endgame has the highest opening weekend of all time.
Okay.
That was 357 million.
Yeah, but that was pre-pandemic.
That was a monster.
Yeah.
Let's go down the list.
Is there anything?
Sorry.
Is there anything after COVID that we could use? Because the equation has changed with COVID.
Spider-Man: No Way Home.
Oh, okay. What did it bring in?
That was 260 million.
That was 260 opening weekend.
Opening weekend.
Oh, that also was a great movie.
The Last Jedi was 220 million.
Was
Deadpool and Wolverine was 211 million, and then went to gross $1 billion.
Okay, wow, those are good figures to know. Okay,
Iron Man 3.
Well, that doesn't. What was it?
174 million. So I'm giving you a bullet point in a reference here.
Yeah, I think Deadpool and Wolverine are probably the best comparable.
So Batman v Superman was 166 million.
Well, how much was the Pattinson movie? I don't know that opened to great numbers, even though it was really well done.
Yeah, that one, I don't. Let me see. Opening weekend. 128.
Gosh, you'd think that'd be a good number, but when you toss out things like 200, 300 million, Okay.
I think Superman very much could do 160, but that word of mouth is going to be the thing that's really going to push it over. It's got to have really good word of mouth. I think Fantastic Four, 110, 100 million in there.
Yeah, I'm going to up both of those. I think Superman is going to have a $200 million box office weekend.
Wow.
Because that's how it gets its jumpstart into the stratosphere of $1 billion. Okay, Fantastic Four. People are more excited about it than any other Marvel movie.
Yeah, because everything else looks not great.
I think people will definitely go to it. I think they'll be excited. What did you say?
For Fantastic Four?
Yeah.
Shit.
Did you say 110 or something?
I'm going to lock in for that weekend 110 Fantastic Four.
That's a good guess. Fantastic Four. I'm going to go against everything I believe in and say 125.
125. Okay.
For Fantastic Four. 125 for Fantastic Four and 200 for Superman.
All right, James, keep track of this.
These are just for fun.
This one's just for fun.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm going to go 110 Fantastic Four. You know what? I'm going to go down more. I'm going to go 140 for Superman.
Well, oh, wow. Okay.
I'm going to go 140. I'm hopeful, but I think 140 for Superman is totally doable. It's a new universe. There are still those Snyder Bros out there that for whatever reason they don't want anything to do with this. Yeah, I'm gonna go 140 for Superman.
Okay. Has somebody been keeping track? Because I've already lost track of what I said. Oh, we've got a lot of people in here. Here's Kane. Welcome. Good evening, everyone. Am I still in time for the main topic, or is it still off topic? uh, we are talking comic movies, so it is
Yeah.
comic related. We haven't got the food yet, or I do have a music question for Lou.
Mm.
Neil says, I think it was already confirmed by Marvel that Doom would be appearing in the post-credit scene. That makes sense. Is getting terrible press right now because of Anthony Mackie has not spoken, has said bad things about it, or I don't know that.
I don't know.
That's not good. It's a weak year for Disney Animation and Pixar too. I think all the MCU movies are toss-ups because they were fully filmed or written before Marvel did the pivot to committing to stronger shows and movies. I don't think any non-comic fans even know or care about the Thunderbolts, and it might be too far removed from the comics for comic fans.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like a niche movie practically to me.
And really, the cast. I mean, outside of Bucky and Florence Pugh's character, the rest of the cast is like, oh.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on Daredevil Born Again show? I'm excited. Hope it's great.
I can't wait. I hope it's great. Yeah.
I hope so too. And
Yeah.
before I watch it, I have to finish Daredevil on Netflix. Or is it on Disney Plus now?
It's on Disney Plus.
All the Netflix stuff came over to Disney Plus? Okay, good.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I don't know why I stopped watching it. It was certainly great.
I think a lot of people are also ready to go back to the theaters. We saw it
Okay.
we saw it about 2 years ago with Top Gun Maverick.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
yeah, I think people are ready to go back to the theaters. We're far enough removed from the pandemic. And look, man, like I said, I think a lot of people are looking for optimism and a little bit of hope. And if the Superman movie can deliver that for some people in this really fucked up time we're living in right now, I'm not going to mince my words.
Right.
I think if Gunn strikes the right tone, this could be massive.
I think he's going to. Pretty sure Cine, welcome. I'm pretty sure they both underperform. No talk about either from the youth. If it's going to be saved, it needs to do well with the elderly. Get the fuck out of here. The elderly. Who are the elderly? Like 80? They aren't even going to the theater in pre-COVID numbers. Who are the elderly? Who do you consider? Okay, Cine. Who do you consider elderly? And consider your answer carefully. I think F Ford and Superman are both great. Wait, and are both great. It could hopefully usher in a new great age of comic book movies. And without getting political, seeing bright, hopeful characters is so needed right now. Peace and
I
love on that one. Yeah.
I think he considers elderly when you ask them, "Hey, who was your first Green Lantern?" and you go, "Alan Scott."
Thank God you didn't say Hal Jordan.
Uh, Alan Scott.
Alan Scott. Those people aren't alive anymore. I have bet differently, but those are valid points. Just as the king of diplomacy. All topics are. I mean, all opinions are good.
Yeah.
Man of Steel opening weekend was 116 mil. Okay. Yeah, I'm sticking with 200. Top Gun was 125 mil. Oh, I thought it
And
was higher than that.
and that thing crushed at the box office.
That was $1 billion movie, right? Because it
Whew.
kept going.
It
Like
would
kept
not.
going and kept going.
It would not stop making money, dude. That
Yeah.
movie.
How
Whew.
many times did you see it in the
I saw
theater?
I saw it twice in the theater, and I've seen it twice at home. I love that movie.
Yeah.
Dude, I've told the story before. I wore out the VHS copy of my dad's Top Gun VHS copy as a kid. That's how many times I watched it as a kid. Going into the theater, and immediately I was like, "Oh yeah, you're starting with Danger Zone, Yes, you are. Son of a bitch, you got me. Oh my god, it was so good.
Right. Actually, Kane, those are the rules. This is
Yeah.
Price is Right rules. Fantastic Four First Steps trailer had over 200 million views in the first day online. Wow.
Man, I remember as a kid getting staying home from school, and all I had were those shitty game shows, and I hated watching every single one, but there was nothing else to do. There was Price is Right. Supermarket Sweep was
Oh, that was,
huge at the time.
I loved that back when I was growing up.
Supermarket Sweep.
Yeah.
I think it was either reruns or there might have been something in the 90s
I
that they
think they
had.
might have done a new one.
Yeah, I wasn't crazy about it. Jerry Springer was big.
And that was before my time. Let's Make a Deal, the original with Monty Hall. That was
Yeah.
huge.
Although
Match Game, that was great.
Jerry Springer was never the same after they bolted down the chairs. It just wasn't. It wasn't as fun when they couldn't fling the chairs at people.
Let's see. Match Game, the dating game.
The dating game.
That was big. The dating game, Match Game. Ooh, and Hollywood Squares with Paul Lynde. That was must watch.
There is a really good movie on Netflix with Anna Kendrick. She directed it, and it is about the dating game serial killer.
Oh, that's right. That's
It's
her
really
latest
good.
project after she got out of that bad relationship.
Dude, it's really good. It's a
Okay.
solid movie. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Jewish Dragons is keeping track of everything. Thank you, Jewish Dragons.
Thanks, bud.
Appreciate it. Yeah, those look like fair numbers for us both.
Mm-hmm.
I look like the wildly optimistic one on Superman, and I stand by it. Well, are Snyder Bros still out there and saying bad things about things? What the hell? Ooh, why? No. Leave me alone. What Snyder Bros? Not you guys. I'm saying Snyder Bros. Leave me alone. People are taking Mackey's comments out of context.
I don't even know what he said.
Well, his quote was, "This fucking movie sucks."
Was it really?
No, I just made that up.
Jesus, dude. No, I'm so removed from so much social media shit for my own health these days, and I'm a lot more happier because of it.
AS, you're leaving already? You just got here.
Night, buddy.
Good night.
I told my wife the other day that if it wasn't for the group chat that we have on Messenger, my Facebook would have been gone a long time ago.
Oh, yeah.
All that stuff would have been gone.
A lot of times I just use the Messenger app on my phone and don't even go into Facebook. Let's see. William Lee likes Jerry Springer. Kane not wanting to return to the theater, and I'm not sure I blame her. I get it.
I get it. Yeah.
My wife's going to Florida for the weekend starting Monday, and she's masking up in the airport and the plane. Because it's not just COVID. There's RSV and the flu going around, and I got shots for everything. Because I wanted that little Microsoft chip inserted with the vaccines. So I made sure I got 3 Microsoft chips.
Oh, look at you. You got the 5G plan. Okay, Mr. Moneybag. All right. I'm still stuck on 4G LTE or whatever it is. The signal. Yeah.
Supermarket Sweep. Price is Right. I saw it with Bob Barker. That was Press Your Luck. I don't know that one. Match Game. Oh, I remember $100,000 Pyramid, and some of the celebrity shows are my favorites. Oh, here's something for you. I saw and loved both Companion and Heart Eyes very recently. Both are great horror comedies, in my humble opinion.
Okay, awesome.
Did Riley see Companion?
He did.
I feel like he didn't want to say too much about it.
He didn't, because I haven't seen the trailer for it. I've heard amazing things about it. He said he really enjoyed it. But unless it's something, look, The only thing I'm probably going to watch in the theaters this year is going to be Superman and Fantastic Four. Everything else, I'm just going to wait for home streaming at this point. Um, so unless it's something like that, I'm just going to wait it out. But man, I'm glad you enjoyed it because I'm really looking forward to those. Especially Hard Eyes looks really fun, so I'm looking forward to it.
Discord and Blue Sky better than Facebook. No ads. I delete my Facebook. Even if I kept the account open, I would still be supporting Facebook. Can't do it. Here's my Discord. That's right. I haven't checked in there in a few days. I need to.
We need to lock down a Patreon date, man.
Oh, I thought it was the last Sunday of the month and we're reading those terrible books.
Yeah, we did agree to that. It is the last Sunday of the month. And yes, for those that don't know, patreon.com/OmniBros
Oh, wait. I have that somewhere.
Where Jess and I, the last Sunday of the month on Patreon, we will be reviewing with our lovely patrons Kevin Smith's classic book, The Widening Gyre and Cacophony. Because apparently I hate us.
And I agreed to it.
And you agreed to it. So, hey, we're going to be doing that. Fun times for everybody. If you want to join in our pain, you can read Cacophony and Widening Gyre. I've never read it. I am optimistic.
Oh, good.
I'm hopeful.
That's good that you haven't lost your optimism yet.
Yeah, I know it's slowly dying every day. We'll see. Yay! We can't do this every month. We can't do punishment reads every month. We got to pick something.
Punishment reads.
We got to pick something. Maybe we could even do a poll. I could do a poll on the Patreon and put up 3 different things, 3 or 4 different things, and let them choose. And no, they won't be punishment reads every single time.
Should be something fun.
Yeah, I'll pick something fun next time. Spider-Man Bloodline. No.
Let's see. Wait, he said something about Captain America not being about America or some shit. You know, this day and age, people complain about anything. But then next Imagine says, short version is that Mackie, who ironically is a conservative, said nothing that wasn't totally appropriate or on the level about the we're waiting for the next chapter. Character or Cap as such, but wasn't sufficiently jingoistic for the hard far right detractors that have chosen to take issue with his statements. Okay, well, I'll leave that to Anthony Mackie and those detractors. But Phenomenal AC is going to also go to the theater for the Cap movie. I have a feeling my movie buddy's going to want to go see it in the theater too, and I'm going to support that. I'll go to Alamo for that.
I, honest to God, I hope it's good. I really do hope that movie is good. Marvel could use a really good one.
Yeah. There's some. Oh, I know what I want to see. It opens next Friday. The Led Zeppelin documentary.
I haven't seen that.
Well, it was a Facebook ad, peace and love, but it was a Facebook ad about the Led Zeppelin documentary. It's got interviews with the remaining 3, early footage of them performing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, it looks so good. I just love Led Zeppelin so much. I just want to go and see that.
I think I've asked you this before. You've seen them live, right?
In 77.
Okay.
Summer of 77, and that's when Peter Grant, their manager, got into a fist fight with Bill Graham, who had a lock on all of Northern California, and maybe all the way down to Southern California. He was the main promoter for all big rock concerts. And they had a fist fight. Bill Graham said Led Zeppelin would never perform in any of his venues again. And I feel like that might have been the last time Led Zeppelin performed in the United States
Damn.
after that. It was
Wow.
such a big deal.
Wow. Good show.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was happy just to see him.
Awesome, man.
Some people didn't like it. The people I was with, Rick Derringer was the opener, and they were like, "Oh, I think Rick Derringer was better than Led Zeppelin." I was like, "You are on mushrooms, dude. Don't even talk to me. I was just sitting there." Good heavens.
Okay, so this is a comic book show on occasion. On occasion.
On occasion.
I wanted to bring up today because I usually don't get a solid chance over the weekend to do reads. I just don't have the time because I'm usually spending time with my family. So I think for me personally, I think I'm moving my reads, just me, to Fridays because it works a little bit better for me. It gives me the week to do it. For me this week, I'm going to start off with Scotty Young's book. Let me get the name of it real quick because I have it here.
Thanks for being here, Lance. Good to see you.
I read Ain't No Grave by Scotty Young.
I have that on the top of my to be read list.
Yeah, this is written by Scotty Young and art by Jorge Corona.
Yeah.
This was solid. I didn't love it. Yeah. Scotty Young has been a proven writer for a very long time. Dude's super talented. He's written so many great things. That Oz series alone is incredible. The I Hate Fairyland stuff is great. Scotty's proven he's a solid writer. I think if I had one complaint about this is that I wanted. It's kind of funny because I had a similar complaint with Steve Orlando's
Scarlet Witch.
WandaVision, with Steve Orlando's Wanda series.
Yeah.
When I first started, is that I wanted more.
Yeah.
And with this, I feel like he could have done so much more with the premise and the world that he built around it, because the book centers around this retired Western cowgirl who she's hanged up the saddle and stuff like that, and she finds out she is dying. She's sick. So she's basically going out of her way now to go to the land of the dead to try and defeat death. And try to gain more time for herself. I really, really enjoyed the story for what it was, but it just kind of ends. It wraps up way too quickly for my taste. I would have liked to have seen this extend out to maybe another trade, maybe another 10 issues to really flesh out a lot of the world that he built around here, because it's actually really cool. And I hope one day he revisits this. Some of the designs for these beings and these monsters and stuff like that are really, really badass. I love the design of Death in this book. He looks awesome. He looks so cool in this one. I would love if this team were to get a crack at a Jonah Hex book. After reading this, DC, please give this team Jonah Hex.
Interesting.
Because this felt like it could have been a Jonah Hex story to a certain extent. It's really, really good, Jess. It's not bad. It's nothing to blow my socks off, but it's very good. I think it's one of Scotty's more I think it's more when I look back on his catalog of stuff, it's probably going to be more towards the bottom than the top.
Have you read Strange Academy at all?
I haven't, no.
Oh, that is a fun book. I'm going to get all I have are the Dumb Digest size copies, and it's coming out in an omnibus this year. And that is a first day buy read as soon as it comes in. Super good. That's a good Scotty Young book with fabulous art. But yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Matt's checking out. Good to see you, Matt. Welcome, Kenny.
Hey,
good
Kenny.
to have you here. Munin says, "Ain't No Grave, good book."
Yeah, it's very good. If you're looking for a one and done trade paperback, which I think this is just a trade, That's got a really cool hook, a very, very talented artist, and a lot of really cool designs. I think you can't go wrong with this. I think you'll enjoy it. It's nothing like Murder Falcon or anything like that where I went, oh, dude, this is that's my book of the year.
Yeah.
But I don't regret my time with it. I think it's very solid. I think the characters for what you get for them are really well written, and you get our main protagonist's backstory, and I find it really cool. Plus, it's just a badass heroine. If
Yeah.
you stick a badass heroine into a book, and I'm there day one. Like I
Hmm.
just love that.
Me too.
So,
What I read ties into our movie talk. And right now, this is my book of the year. Granted, I haven't read that many books yet, but I read all four of them. They were so good. Ryan North's Fantastic Four.
oh, I am dying to start that. I've heard nothing but good things.
Dude,
Hickman, is it? It's
it's
up there. It's good.
oh yeah. I'd say it's the best combination of Hickman plus Wade's run.
Okay.
It's fun like Wade's run,
Uh-huh.
but it's also a little scientific-y like Hickman's run. It's 4 volumes, so and it's still ongoing. So you're welcome for the omnibus that's coming. I know I'm getting the Shaft. This is 100% getting an omnibus
Yeah.
because I know it's selling well, and it really should. It's the first book, Whatever Happened to the Fantastic Four, and one thing I like about this book is that Alicia Masters, Ben's wife, is a central figure. She's not just some afterthought sculptor. She's a main character that comes
Oh,
up with ideas and is involved and does really interesting things in this.
nice.
And her relationship with the Thing is just so lovely. And it opens up with they're checking into a motel out in the middle of nowhere where Alicia's GPS says there should just be a field there. And it's old timey and it's stuck in a loop, a time loop. Here he is walking in with Alicia to check in. They don't recognize him, they consider him a monster. And so the first part of the book is they are reliving. First of all, he gets treated like a monster. People are trying to shoot him, people are trying to drive their trucks into him and they don't recognize him. But Alicia's all the way with him, absolutely a main character.
Mm-hmm.
And it turns out that they're stuck in a time loop in that town. It's like Groundhog Day. They
I
keep
like it.
revisiting it and getting to know the people more as it keeps resetting. And Lou, I'm telling you, the ending of that first issue, manly eye sweat. I was just so choked up. It was such a wonderful ending. And every it's not episodic. It has like a through line through all of it because Reed did something. There's a big hole in New York because Reed had to send the Baxter building into a future time portal so that all the kids in there, including Valerian Franklin and Ben and Alicia's kids, were both in there with some daycare. And he said, it's going to come back in a year. I had to get them out of here to protect them because there was a major incursion going on down below. So there's a big hole in New York, and it starts out with that, and you're like, should I have read Dan Slott's? But no, it has nothing to do with Dan Slott's run. It gets explained. And they deal with scientific anomalies, megalomaniac billionaires who create an app that do all the work for him to help him predict what's going to happen in the future so he can bet on it.
Huh. I
Dr.
wonder who that would be.
Dr. Doom shows up
Oh, cool.
in one issue. But the best issue is when it creates the guy that created this. Look how cool this cover is. This brain with eyes facing the Fantastic Four.
I love it.
This is when he creates it. The billionaire creates this this sort of algorithmic model of prediction that becomes sentient.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what the brain here represent. It becomes sentient and becomes basically a life form, sort of a life form on in cyberspace, not cyberspace, internet space. So they deal with that as a life form, which is very interesting. But then they go through the Fantastic Four goes through a portal, and it takes them into. Okay, wait, let me find it. Oh, okay. What the hell? Where's the? Oh, it. The time portal takes them into an alternate dimension where it's Jurassic Fantastic Four.
Oh my god.
And Jurassic Doctor Doom.
Oh my god. Where's
It is
Geo?
so well written and so fun. And you've got these versions of the Fantastic Four and they're dinosaurs. It's amazing. And
I'm downloading this tonight.
it's so good.
I gotta read this.
The dinosaurs, of course, Doctor Doom and Doctor Doom and Dinosaur Doctor Doom have plans to merge the two worlds so they can rule the whole world.
That's awesome.
The dinosaur world and the Earth 616. And the way that everything gets solved in this is just so great. It is so much fun. This whole book, every single issue was riveting and fun and interesting and different. And I knew I was going to love it after that very first story that was told so movingly and interestingly. This is stuff that I haven't seen in a Fantastic Four book in a long time. As I said, it's like a combo of Wade and Hickman. It's got a lot of fun elements to it. It's got Reed saying things you don't really understand, but they make sense once he puts them into action.
Mm-hmm.
And they end up moving to Aunt Petunia's house because everybody hates them because the Baxter building's gone. You will love every single issue. I'm sure this takes us to issue 22. This is book 4. I'm sure that it gets even, this thing's going to go 50 issues at least.
He's been doing this for a while. He's been on that for a minute.
This is book 22. So this is only collecting up through 2022. So we've got another trade on the way. Again, you're welcome. This is for sure getting an omnibus. I cannot tell you how great this book is. It is. You will totally love it.
Nice.
And then the other books that I read. Oh, I'm glad you're showing up, Harvey, because I read Goiter today. I read almost all of Goiter. I got this far through the main book, but I read actually it's a collection of the main Goiter comics. And then so I read all those. I don't even know how to explain them. It deals with disembodied. It's kind of bleak. It's very introspective, and the characters are very introspective and lonely. And something happens just out of the blue to turn their life around. Like this woman's lonely in this issue.
Okay.
And all of a sudden, a disembodied head shows up to tell her how much he loves her. And he's caught in a parallel Wait, I think this is this one. He's caught in a parallel. He's caught in a parallel universe where Hitler has won the war, is winning the war, and he gets sucked into it, and then the woman who's lonely and depressed sees only his head. They in this parallel universe, they figured out a time travel machine, but only his head makes an appearance back in her time period, and she falls in love with his head, but he ends up like dying practically while he's in that prisoner of war camp where they're trying to get him to issue 7. I haven't read this yet. Issue 6. I think I'm on issue 5, so this must have taken place earlier. What is this? Oh, this is issue 8. I picked up. Okay. The hard thing is this is very tiny print, so it is a little hard to read.
Oh wow, yeah.
Break
out the readers, kids.
Yeah, let me see if I can find the. And there's there's one about wrestling, lonely housewife, jerk of a kid. Oh, okay, here it is. This disembodied head guy shows up and is in love with her, and they go on dates because she's so lonely.
Damn.
So, and then there's a story about a lonely housewife whose husband is gone as a wrestler, and her kid is a total jerk. These people are all very sad and lonely, and I don't know. It's kind of dark, but it has elements of humor in it. Goiter does.
Mm-hmm.
But then Power Wash was the first one I read. This was unbelievable. This guy gets broken up with his girlfriend, but he has a cool haircut, he thinks. That guy.
Oh.
And he has nothing because the girl left him. And he gets recruited into like not a multi-level marketing scheme, but he gets recruited into doing this business with other people called Power Wash. He gets recruited, then he gets taken on a test. Okay, wait, let's see. Yeah, I can't. There's a lot I can't show you. Because let me type it in the private chat. What they're power washing, what they say they are the experts in.
Okay.
Did I spell that right?
Oh wow.
They go to gatherings and wash the people down.
Gotcha.
And this is a Tedward book. And I think there are other Tedward books coming out. Cycle can tell me in the chat. But I actually liked Tedward, and I thought this was my favorite book of all of them. I'm going to have to, I'll review these on like a weekly review, Fantastic Four and Power Wash, but I want to do a whole independent. This is the super independent stuff, so I want to do a whole video on it.
I've never heard of this series. So,
well, this is what Cycle sent me. Fair warning, box 2 is nearing completion.
Oh, Jesus.
And I've read a ton of it, Harvey. Thank you so much. Goiter is very Joe Maddish. I'm a Dan Clausian sort of way, but also pure Pettinger all the way. Yeah, Joe Matt tended to focus on all the negative stuff in his life. Issue 7 is with a real. Oh yeah, I did see that quote. R. Crumb. It's on the back of issue 7, I think. Issue 6, issue 7. Oh, I thought I saw it there. Yeah. Oh, this looks like it's more Tedward. I think Tedward makes an appearance again in issue 8. Or is this issue 8? Issue 7. But yeah, R. Crumb had good things to say about this book. Maybe it's on. Oh yeah, it's on the back of this complete collection.
That very much seems like a Crumb book.
Excellent, good social commentary with some moments that made me laugh out loud. R. Crumb. I can see the appeal of these books to Harvey. They're very out there, but in an interesting way, and they're grounded. They're not just like not understandable. But the people are very lonely and bleak, and then something happens. Something crazy happens. You know, the power wash gig comes up for Tedward. Yeah, that's Tedward, right? Okay, good. Some secret fun fact. R. Crumb had very specific constructive criticism for the lettering, but loved the book. I will say the lettering is awfully small.
Yeah.
It's almost unreadable in this book. I did have to use my wife's readers to like read it. It's very tiny.
So when they do the absolute goiter edition because of you blow up the font.
Yeah, that'd be good. All the Tedward issues so far are completed, and the hardcover Okay, I will buy that. I am very invested in Tedward. You've done a good job, Harvey. I'm super interested in Tedward.
This is a rabbit hole you just fell down.
I have multiple spare copies of each issue of Tedward and hundreds of dollars in Fanta bucks still. Hint, hint.
Oh no.
I'm not sure what you're hinting, but okay. R. Crumb and Just Bragg, 2 great minds think alike, and Harvey Pekar, 3 great minds. So it's not for. I like to think of myself as being open to anything, and I'm glad because this is very readable, very interesting, a little dark in some places, but also loopy in a good way. So I dug them, and I honestly I didn't think I'd be saying that from what he sent me. But Cycle, I appreciate everything you sent me, and I'm gonna get on. I'm gonna read these things according to authors. So I think the next thing I read will be Nate Garcia.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
I also read Absolute Batman this week.
What issue is this?
I got caught up, so I'm up to issue 4.
Okay.
Yes. Absolute Batman, Scott Snyder, and I think I can remember that. It's not Mateus Galera, it's he was on East of West.
Nick Dragotta.
Nick Dragotta, thank you. And Nick Dragotta. This is a really fun, almost weird book. So right off the bat, this is a very different Batman, which is good because this is supposed to be an alternate universe.
Mm-hmm.
This is a more street level Bruce. This is a Bruce that didn't grow up with the mansion, didn't grow up with the the high life and everything like that. His father was a school teacher. His mom is now getting involved in local politics, and the hook of this right from the beginning is small spoilers for the first issue. Bruce's mom is still alive in this.
Huh.
It's only his dad that dies. And Scott, of the origins that of the 2 books that I've read, because I still haven't read Absolute Superman by Jason Aaron. Between this and Wonder Woman, Scott changes the origin in really interesting ways here because you're basically taking away all of Bruce's money. So he has to figure everything out by himself. He's much more, because this is him also starting out in this universe. He's very bullheaded, and he's very much assertive. He's way more assertive. He's a bull in a china shop. He doesn't really do the stealth thing too much, and his size kind of reflects that because he's literally just massive in the book, the way that he's drawn.
So that initial cover on issue 1, that's the proportion of him, just
He
giantly
is
built.
huge in the book. But it's not like he's on Bane serum or anything. He's not on Venom or anything like that. He's just a big dude in the book. And he changes the origin story. But I love the fact that he's more street level and that he grew up on the streets and stuff like that of Gotham. He even has Poker Night with several villains or would be villains, I'm assuming, in this universe. For example, the Poker Night is with, I think it's a version of Killer Croc. It's the Riddler. But these are not fully the villains yet. They're just like starting out in Gotham.
Is he Bruce Wayne when he plays poker with him?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah. Harvey Two-Face is there, but he's not Two-Face yet. And he uses in some ways he even uses the Riddler to help build tech for him and stuff like that. Because Alfred in this is not a butler. He's straight up a mercenary.
Wow, this
There's
sounds
a lot,
really good.
there's a lot that has changed in this book, and it's really interesting what he does. This is a Black Mask story because Black Mask has effectively just been running the underground. He's been running Gotham's underground for a while now, and we see a version of Bruce who his moral code is not fully enforced just yet. It's
Mm.
not all there, and that to me makes it interesting because it's like, oh, you are going to take a bribe for the better of the future of Gotham. So there's a lot here that Snyder is playing with, and not only that, it's so over the top. There are moments in it where it's just so over the top, it's stupid but fun. That I'm like, yeah, this is a fun book. It's interesting. It's very interesting. I still think Absolute Wonder Woman of the two that I've read is the much better book, but this changes a lot more, I would argue, than what Absolute Wonder Woman does. So it makes it more of that book where every time I read it, I go, huh, what are you doing different with this?
That sounds fantastic. And you have not read Absolute Superman yet?
Still haven't read it.
Okay, but you're caught up on Absolute Wonder Woman?
I am, yes.
How many is that, 3 issues?
Absolute Wonder Woman's 4.
Okay, so they're at 4 now.
They're at 4 now. Yeah. So we're getting the trade eventually soon. Yeah. Here's the thing. Batman has been so overdone that I'm kind of tired on Batman. But there's enough little new stuff here. There's a good amount of new stuff in this book that I'm like, okay, I'm interested. I want to see where you go with this. It's good. It's very, very good. It's very good. And I'm kind of wondering how long it'll be before we get a mini arc with Greg Capullo on this book, because it's got to happen at some point.
I thought you were going to say Batmite.
Oh, geez. No Batmite just yet.
Mark Goiter down as a win. What a long, strange journey it has been to OmniDog approval. Absolute win, Harvey. Absolute win.
What's the next Absolute book we're supposed to be getting? It's coming soon.
Is it Green Lantern?
Is it Green Lantern? Hold on.
Jeff Lemire's writing something, right?
Oh.
I think.
DC Absolute Universe. Hold on. What are we getting? We got Absolute Batman, Absolute Wonder. We're getting Absolute Flash. That's Jeff Lemire.
Okay. Okay.
That's gonna be good. Absolute Martian Manhunter. Dennis Camp. Absolute Green Lantern by Al Ewing.
Oh,
that's gonna be good.
Nice. I bet that's gonna be good. Wow, I really appreciate this line. They are just taking chances, and it sounds like it's succeeding.
It's very good, man. A lot of the stuff that they're doing, a lot of the chances that they're taking is very, very good. I'm excited to see, because eventually they're gonna have to do like an Absolute Justice League or something like that. None of these characters have crossed over yet, as far as I know. I haven't read Absolute Superman, so I can't confirm that. But so far from the titles that I've read, none of them have crossed over. They're only in the first arc, and I'm really digging it. It seems like they've given them the reins to just go nuts, have fun.
Looking forward to Absolute Martian Manhunter. Batman Last Long I haven't read this. Last Long Halloween is good. Batman Robin Year One is good also. Okay, good.
Of you know, because the Ultimate Universe, the new Ultimate Universe, has been around for a while, and undoubtedly, Spider-Man is the best one of the bunch.
Mm.
Um, and I've tried. What was it? It was Spider-Man. What else? I fell off of it, pretty much everything else other than
There's
Spider-Man.
Black Panther,
That was all right. Yeah.
X-Men,
Mm.
Black Panther, X-Men. Is there one about Ultimates?
Ultimates is ongoing, and I've heard that's really good. I haven't read that yet. Uh, yeah, these two books, man, the ones that I've read so far, the Absolute Universe, it's it's good. It's very, very good what they're doing with that stuff. And again, Absolute Wonder Woman is probably going to be my book of the year once we wrap up sometime in December.
Mm.
If it keeps going the
Wow.
way it's going, I love that book. I really do. I absolutely love it.
I need to get on my my DC app and start reading these things.
Hmm.
Okay. Well, we've done our reads. Is there any Q&A from anybody? Let's see.
Okay.
I read Goiter. I don't know what I'm going to read next. I did a whole. I haven't answered any of my comments either. I need to go back to that. I did. It was Cycle that suggested I do what's on your realistic to be read pile. So I did a video on that, and after I think I may go to World's Finest next because I'm way behind on that.
Hmm.
And Nightwing's on there, Harley Quinn's on there, some European books are on there, some books that Sunny Super Laugh Hard sent me are in there. So I'm trying to read a book a day.
That's good. That's very good. Yeah, but we are in an embarrassment of riches right now with a lot of talent in the industry and a lot of great artists as well. Just delivering incredible pages. So it's tough. It's very tough to keep up with everything, man.
Yeah. Kane, World's Finest is very good. Thank you. Green Lantern has been very good. I've heard a lot of people say this that Jeremy Adams is writing a really good Green Lantern.
Isn't Mark Waid going to be writing a standalone Action Comics Superman story soon?
Oh, I hadn't heard that.
Let me double check that.
Actually, I got all my information about comics I get from these shows because I don't go on social media. So that's how I find out that Jeremy Adams is writing a great Green Lantern. That's a Green Lantern standalone. Has that been collected yet, Barnacle Blake? I know that Green Lanterns has, but not.
Okay, here we go. DC All In Signature Series Action Comics 170, 1070 to 1081 weekly, signed by Mark Waid. The Action Comics Weekly starts here with Superman's superstars Mark Waid, Clayton Hendry, Mariko Tamaki, and Skylar Partridge. An otherworldly horror tearing its way through Metropolis has emerged from the Phantom Zone. Something wrong in the zone? Something terrible, and Superman must enter alone to find out what. From the pages of Absolute Power and Batman/Superman World's Finest comes a new action epic unlike anything you've seen before from this visionary creative team of Mark Waid and Clayton Henry. Plus, the Woman of Tomorrow is here today. Supergirl specials. Mariko Tamaki and Skylar Patridge return to bring Kara to the farthest reaches of space in pursuit of a mysterious threat only she can handle.
Cool. That sounds good.
That sounds very good.
Yeah. Okay. Here's a question I don't know the answer to. Why are you guys so awesome? Thank you, Javi. I don't know why.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Appreciate that, though. Very much. Juice Dragon says I read the first issues of All in Atom, Batgirl, Black Lightning, and Challenge of the Unknown. Black Lightning was a little underbaked, and Challengers is too early to tell. The other two were not super innovative, but solid. Anything
Okay.
Batgirl, I'm reading. So when it gets collected, I will totally read it. And so All In is the regular line then.
Yes.
We've gone from Dawn of DC to All In. Okay. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, All In is literally just that. It's the mainline DC title. The Absolute stuff
And
is the newer stuff.
that started with Absolute Power, which was a summer event.
Yes.
Is that right? Okay.
I believe so. Yeah, I haven't
Here's
read that, but I was fine.
JT White Wolf from Down Under. Welcome, my friend. Green Lantern Volume 1 is out this month. Good. OmniDog's Vault, pioneering the field of reverse social media influencer. uh, okay. Does that... Hmm. What exactly does that mean? Huh. As nominally novel as these new takes may be, they all still reek of the stench of the all too familiar. How about something genuinely radical, like that an 80s Karen Berger would have rubber stamped, or something as virtuoistic as All-Star Superman, or even just as ballsy as Miller's DK2 and Absolute Batman and Robin?
You
What?
had me. You had me in the first half, man.
Yeah, you lost me at Absolute
Yeah, you
Batman and
lost me.
Robin. I read that recently, and wow. I mean, I people have come up with all kinds of theories and thoughts on the Millerverse of, being like a straight line from Dark Knight Returns to All Star Superman, or what they what, not All Star Superman. I don't know, whatever his Superman book was with JR with the trunks on the outside, that there's like a through line of social commentary in there somewhere. But Absolute Batman and Robin, next, imagine that. What are you doing to me? Oh, reverse social media influencer. The audience brings what's new in comics to you. Okay, that's absolutely true.
Yeah.
Because I don't go on social media, so I rely on you guys. That's actually like very true. Yeah.
I am ready to call it because we're getting up there. If that's all right.
Okay. A Superman story by Miller is the worst book I've ever read.
Damn.
All-Star Batman and Robin was a great Jim Lee art book.
That's how I feel about Hush.
Oh, shut your whore mouth.
Hush is a beautiful book.
And I love the story too. I am unafraid to say that I love Hush. That was my first absolute, and I love it. I love
Is there
that.
a story? Is there a story, or is it more just an excuse for Jim Lee to draw a bunch of villains?
Oh, what the hell are you talking about?
Hush is. It's a book.
Looks like Green Lantern Volume 1 is on IST. Oh, interesting. I unironically love Dark Knight Strikes Again and DK3. Peace and love to you, Brian. If you love it, I'm glad it's there for you. Not every book is for everybody, but if you found it and dig it, that's good.
True.
Speaking of InStockTrades.com, you can go to InStockTrades.com and find your collected editions from 30% off to sometimes up to 80% off. At the end of I'm sorry, not at the end, but during the month, we always give away a $50 gift card courtesy of IST worth $50 of credit in your in-stock trades account. Don't forget that 2% loyalty discount that applies. $50 or more in an order gets you free shipping in the United States. Fabulous customer service, fabulous packaging. That's InStockTrades.com. Yeah. Oh my goodness. What? Why am I highlighting that? Big Two have been coasting since 2011-12 because creators aren't going to give them their best ideas since they won't own the stories or characters. They get a reliable payday from either company.
Hush is a wonderful poster book.
Oh my goodness. Just any update when Aussieverse candy show? I already ate all the candy. Cliff on comics or Bunk with Carl's collection will be on your show. I have Bunk already lined up with Carl. I need to get back to Cliff, and then the Aussieverse candy show. I think probably a couple months from now, since I already ate all the candy, and then I have to order some from Amazon. But yeah, Tomorrow night, I have Omni Nation Comics, the man known as Day Day that everybody loves. So that's what's going to be on tomorrow night on Batterdays in the Batcave. And a new OmniDogs Vault video is dropping tomorrow at like 2.
Nice.
Yeah. Thank you, Kate, for being here. Appreciate it.
Guys, one more time, patreon.com/OmniBros Live, where you can join Jess and I at the end of the month, where we will read Kevin Smith's inspiring and beautiful book, Batman, the Widening Gyre and Cacophony. Some call it the Homer of the 2000s. The Odyssey, excuse me. Not
the Iliad, the Odyssey.
Yeah, it's late. It's late.
Some
some call it the Odyssey of the 2000s. Time Magazine calls it Schindler's List of comic books.
Holy guacamole! I can't believe we're doing this.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to
be fun though. I think we'll have fun.
It will be fun. At some point, oh man, at some point I have to sit down and struggle read that book. God damn it. Okay, I will get it done.
Yeah.
Is it long? Is it a lot?
No, they're too thin trades.
Thank God. All right.
Okay, well, thank you all for being here tonight. This was a lot of fun. It actually was a heck of a lot of fun. I appreciate everybody in the chat. Mm-hmm. We appreciate everybody watching this afterwards. Please go to IST for all your collected edition needs. And we have a burger bet on the openings of Fantastic Four and Superman. Fun.
Yes, we do.
And if okay. I've already got a plan in place in case I lose. I'm just going to order myself a burger. We'll eat this get together on the stream.
That sounds like fun.
Thank you guys for being here. Really appreciate it. Oh yeah, we're both on Blue Sky.
Yes, we are. Even though I'm not really active on anything, man. I have it, but I don't even use the damn thing.
Oh, and Noir Wolf was here. Hey, good to see you, Noir Wolf.
Hey, man.
Yeah. So Patreon, yes, it's a lot of fun and we have a good time. So peace and love to everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. We have fun on these Friday nights and we couldn't do it without you. So thank you very much.
That's right.
Peace and love. Peace and love. Thank you, Lou, for being here.
Night, everybody.